Boomers, do you have regrets about your life? If so, then it is time to learn some life lessons that will help you look at life in a completely different way. First of all, you know, regret is a form of perfectionism. What does that mean? It just means that if you're constantly regretting the things that you didn't do, the things that you didn't say, the things that you allowed other people to uh, kind of rule your life for you, that is a form of perfectionism. Regret can make us go crazy. It can go spinning around and around and around in our head. But have you ever considered the fact that regret is just another form perfectionism, because the more we think everything should be perfect, the more we're going to regret things that happen. And so think about all the regrets that you have, if you have any. If you don't, you're a saint. Are they helping you? Are those regrets helping you? These regrets are often linked to false beliefs that that they should have, that I should have made a perfect decision there, a perfect decision here. The Five Regrets of Dying by Bonnie Ware shows us that the biggest perfection that people regret at the end of their lives is that or the biggest regret is that they feel like they should have been spending more time with family, with friends, and letting go of life and look at things loosely instead of hanging on like a very uptight person. So if you are on your deathbed and you're looking over your life at all the regrets that you have had, and then of course the common regret is that you should have spent more, shoulda, woulda, coulda, spent more time with your family, then you might have felt that you weren't living a life that was true to yourself. Regrets often stem from a disappointment that we didn't make perfect choices. Well, basically, who does? Nobody does. None of us are perfect. We make mistakes, and the ideal is that we learn from them. We learn from the mistakes because we are all doing the very best that we can with what we have, and especially doing the best that we can with what we knew at the time. So let's go easy on ourselves. So let's focus, instead of focusing on regret, focus on learning from our mistakes. Every mistake, so-called mistake, brings us to a valuable lesson. So therefore, give up that idea of a mistake. Give it up, and instead think turn it around, refocus on what I could learn from this incident that makes me feel kind of shitty. Every mistake brings a valuable lesson, so-called mistake. So with a compassionate mindset, look over that whole scenario. Stop seeing your life through the lens of regret, and instead look at your life through the lens of growth. Another thing we can do is to keep a promise to ourselves, one promise to ourselves each day. Trust and reliability aren't just questions we ask about others, we ask them of ourselves every day. When you consistently make promises to yourself and keep them, you strengthen your self-trust, your self-worth, your worthiness. So start really small. Start small. You don't need to overhaul your entire life. Make one small promise to yourself each day, whether it's taking a 5-minute walk or doing a short breathing exercise. One little promise and keep it. If you need to do some strength workouts, put a cup of put your pot of coffee on and go do your strength workouts. By the time you get back to the coffee pot, it will be ready, and you can relax and celebrate the fact that you've done this one thing that you promised yourself to do. You know, these little things may seem insignificant, but they're not. They are worth making time for yourself, the things that you value and think are important. So when you keep that small promise, you build a sense of self-worth, and then these small actions actually build up and create massive change. So another one is, don't think that being busy is equal to success, because it is not. Busy, busy, busy. Oh, I'm very, very busy. People say it all the time. I'm so busy, busy, busy. And it doesn't show anything. It just shows that you need to sit down and relax. We often confuse busy being with success, but busyness can be a distraction from the things that truly matter to you. There's a study that shows 88% of the UK workers experienced burnout in the last 2 years, showing that our obsession with busyness is hurting our well-being. And busyness for many of us is a way of feeling valuable. You know, look at everything I've done, basically. I'm so busy. But here's the truth. Your value is not measured by how busy you are. Success is about prioritizing what truly matters, whether it's family, health, or mental peace. So what's the most important thing I need to do today? Ask yourself. Then do it. Over time, this focus will shift your life toward meaningful action, away from constant busyness. So life lessons, these are life lessons that have been given to us by Rangan Chatterjee. I love him. We have to realize that regret is perfectionism. Keeping promises to yourself and journal about it too. In the beginning of the day or during the day, you realize you might have a promise that you want to keep to yourself, and understand that busyness does not equal success. These things can shift how you live. If you find this to be helpful, there's a video that will show up over here. One of the things that I am guilty of doing is thinking that adding one more thing to my list as a content creator is going to help me, and it just ends up being a shiny object that I should never have gotten involved with. That is something I'm going to keep a promise to myself, not to do that, not to buy any more shiny objects anymore. And there are so many things that make promises that cannot be kept, unless, of course, I decide to keep them. So get rid of regret, make promises to yourself that you can keep, and enjoy the day. Wake up and go outside and have the light fall into your eye. Do some deep breathing, walk around the block. Remember, everything you do is a gift. Everything that is given to you is a gift. And each new day is a gift for others and for yourself.